Hello and welcome to my first English review of the Thunderbirds. Well, due to the request from my old Thunderbird review of this Matchbox Thunderbirds and so on, I'm making my first English review therefore. I guess Swedish is a language that not anyone understands. But I don't blame them. Swedish is a pretty hard language. Well, anyhow, here is a small sample of my Thunderbirds collection, and well, I just wanted to show you what the others looks like. So let's start off with Thunderbird 3 here. Nothing's really special, but I won't open this one because these old 90s Thunderbirds are becoming pretty rare, and I want to have them in this kind of collection value. So I might get another one of Thunderbird 3 so I can review him. And I also got Thunderbird 2 here, but I got him out of package, so I don't have the package here. So the only thing I'm missing is Thunderbird 2 in package and Lady Penelope's Matchbox car. I have her bigger car, but I don't have the smaller one. And I don't have this collection package here, which includes Thunderbird 1, Thunderbird 2, Thunderbird 3 and Lady Penelope's car and the Thunderbird 4, the submarine, because this package back in the time was pretty expensive. And well, there is not much to this one. I only think you can push in his engine here, so nothing special. And when it comes to and when it comes to this one, nothing special too. It's just the wings that you can flop in. But it is in pretty nice condition. I got all of this one in mint condition back on a site called Tradera. The only unfortunate thing with this one is that it doesn't have, like Thunderbird 3, the other product shown on the back of the package. It just is text. And here is one of the more expensive ones, the mole. I might also, like the others, get another version of this one, so I can show you how it works. But it is a batterized moving mole, and what it does is this thing moves forward, and this thing tips over, and then this thing goes off from the ramp, or well, the tracks, and it starts digging. I don't know how good this thing is, but I think it worked pretty well back at the time. Here is some picture of it showing how what it does, and there is it's drilling down. So well, that's pretty much it. I think there is also a bigger version of this one, but there's a lot of versions of, well, every single Thunderbird show. And well, when it comes to the comics, well, I don't know if I should review them at all, because in Sweden we only got like 3 comics, three numbers, 1, 2, 3, and the third one is the one that I'm missing. But that's really sad that we didn't get more Thunderbird comics, just 3. And they were pretty expensive at the time. I mean, 32 and 50 crowns, that is, well, I don't know how much dollars that they, but I can try to get it in dollars and pounds. But back at the time, this was a really high price. At least for me. Anyhow, what I will review today is 2 things, which is pretty catchy, because, well, it's pretty funny, I mean, because I'm going to review the small Thunderbird and Thunderbird 2. So, two things. This is the Matchbox Thunderbird 2 with well, then the most common one to find, with a lot of accessory or gimmicks, whatever you want to call them. I might start off by showing how he looks. You might get a closer view. Let's see, can I get some focus? Thank you. He's a really nice vehicle. I actually bought him like this, so I doesn't have the cardboard stock that he usually comes with, where he sits like this. But he's a pretty nice nick. I mean, I didn't pay that much for him, but he was well, pricey, but not that pricey. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Well, let's start off by the first gimmicks, which is this red button. But before that, he came without batteries, so you have to, well, most of them comes without batteries, so you have to refill them here. And then you might ask, well, what's the problem with that? Well, to refill him, you need the most smallest batteries you can find. I mean, just look at this. Have you ever seen a smaller battery? And you need like maybe 3 or 2 of this. And this type of batteries are really hard to come by. And you need like 3 or 2 of them. Maybe 2 will do it. But still, man, it was a hard time to just get batteries for this thing. And let's see if we can see what it says here. I don't think there is something important here, but you might want to see it. Alright, my camera won't catch up what's standing there. Well, anyhow, what this thing does is makes some pretty memorable phrases from the show. I thought it light up the cockpit, but it doesn't light up the cockpit. The reason why it is hollow here is because the sound came out from here. So this is a speaker actually. So let's try it, shall we?
Thunderbird 2 to main. FAB top. Let's get down there. Thunderbirds are go. Thunderbird 2. Understand your time zone.
Yeah, it might not be the best speaker ever, but hey.
Thunderbird 2 to main. FAB top. Let's get down there.
I think it is the batteries that are draining out. I might change the batteries and do another try on that one, maybe later on. Anyhow, it has more gimmicks than that. You have 2 red buttons on each side. When you press one of them, the stance flips out like this. And then you do the same thing on the other side, and ta-da! And there's that. And then you have to hold the hand here, because when you press this button there, the container falls out like that. And here is the container though. It's not much to talk about, it's just a normal container. You have this flip door that opens up, and nothing is inside, it's just black and, well, you know, hollow. But it rolls well, because the wheels to the Thunderbird is on this container, so. And normally this particular Thunderbird 2 version comes with a submarine called Thunderbird 2, but that submarine is usually lost, like on mine, and it's pretty hard to come by, and because of pricey Americans and, well, pricey sellers, that Thunderbird 4 is pretty expensive to buy separately if you doesn't have luck on your side. So that is the reason why I will review these small things, which I got as a present of a friend called Silvertron here on YouTube. So what you get in this small package is well, 5 Thunderbirds, and as far as I know, except that 6th one, which they got later on, there is only 5 main Thunderbirds, and you are getting them all here. And this package is really cheap, and you might enjoy it even more if you have the Thunderbird Tracy Island, which was a playset that was also made back in the 90s. I believe there was 2 different versions of the Thunderbird Tracy Island. So anyhow, either way you can use them for Thunderbird 2, or you can use it for the Tracy Island. The only thing I doesn't get is the smaller version of a Firefly, the Mole and so forth. And well, you also get these things underneath here, which is in small instructions booklet, or well, not instructions maybe, just a booklet. Here you have the Thunderbird pilot. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the names of them. Oh, I'm so ashamed. Well, I might come back to that another time. And here you see all the main Thunderbird. I believe it is the same on every one of them. Yeah. I think the production company is called Yushin, something like that. And Clariton. So maybe Chinese or Japanese company, I'm not really sure. I might have to look it up. Anyhow, let's start off with the most requested one to get, namely Thunderbird 4. And I must say, and I really mean it, these are really good Thunderbirds. I mean, look, they're pretty tiny and are well detailed and everything. I mean, yeah, this thing is bent in the wrong direction, but still, come on. I mean, look at all these details. Have you ever seen a more detailed Thunderbird 4? And I mean, it does nothing, but still it's funny that you could make a small Thunderbird 4 and make it well detailed. And yes, it does fit into Thunderbird 2's container, like that. And just to show you, you can store it underneath there and flip in the stands and voila! See? And for the same price you also get more Thunderbirds. So let's take, I don't know, let's take this one, Thunderbird 5. The base, which, well, there are a bigger version of Thunderbird 5, the base, but for those of you who doesn't have too much room to display on, I think this one will do it. It's pretty nice and well detailed, so nothing to complain about. And if you have a stand like this one, you can actually attach it to that one, but be careful so you don't break the pin here. And let's see if I can get any focus. Come on, camera. Focus. It doesn't want to do that today. Anyhow, it says Thunderbird 5 there, and well, you can see the rest, so I don't have to explain that to you, I guess. Let's take another one then. Let's take Thunderbird 3. Also a well detailed little piece. And I also believe that this will fit onto the Tracy Island, but I'm not 100% sure. And there you have him. And if you place him on the stand, you can actually make it look like he's docking onto Thunderbird 5. if you haven't understand. And let's take Thunderbird 2, also a smaller version of, and also well detailed. I think there are some color differences between them, but I'm not catching up too many of them. There you have him. And let's take the last one, Thunderbird 1. And here you got him. He has his wings closed, so you can't flip them out. They are solid, they are molded into the mold, so unfortunately you can't make him, well, fly with the wings out, but still, it's a pretty nice one. Unfortunately, it's the, well, baddest one of the bunch, but still okay. Also, the sticker that is here, which says Thunderbird 1, is also not too great. It might get loose from the mold, but it's still a nice version of Thunderbird 1. I mean, just look at its size. And I don't think this set costs too much. I believe maybe $10 to $20, maybe £10. I don't think they cost too much, including shipping and so forth. So it's a pretty cheap set to buy, and I don't think there is much to complain about them. I can, for size comparison, compare them with the Kel's Frosties versions of the newer Thunderbirds, which I am not too fond of, because I didn't like that new movie of Thunderbirds. I think it ruined the franchise too much. But yeah, there you have some size comparison. I might get them closer so you can see them better. This version is meant to go on pencils, so that is why it has a hole here. So yeah, new and the old one. And the same goes for this too. Yeah, I don't think there is much I can say about them. And here you have new versus old. I mean, yeah, it's a okay representation, I guess. I just don't care much for the new ones because of that movie that they made. So yeah, there is also a newer one of the Thunderbird 1 made, but I didn't care for that one. And there's also a newer one of the Lady Finola Pills FIB1 like it's called, but still I couldn't care less about them, so I never got them therefore. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I didn't own none of these Thunderbird vehicles that you have seen when I was a kid. I only own an old knockoff version of the Thunderbirds called Thundercop. And I have still searched for it today because the old one I got water damage when the heating system in the house got broken. So it leaked water and destroyed the Thunderbird 2 I owned, which was called Thundercop. So that was the only thing I owned. But now I have actually searched for it, and I might do a review of it when I found it again. It's become pretty rare knockoff product of the Thunderbirds. But with that said and done, thank you for watching, and I hope this first review in English was helpful. I don't know. Anyhow, thank you for watching yet again, and have a nice day, and goodbye.